All right, here we go. It's time.
Hey,
We had Ubisoft yesterday. They did a show. They did something yesterday. I don't know what that was, but today.
Avatar.
Oh God, don't remind me. But today we have Microsoft. We have the Bethesda showcase. And once they were separated, now they're together. So it's a big show. I'm gonna need help covering it. So today I brought backup. I got my dude ESP here. We're gonna watch
Yo,
this
what's up,
show.
guys? Mr. Espino's X here. Oh yeah, that's good.
So
Let's do it.
we're gonna watch it. All right, let's get this audio going up. Watching on this. Actually, let me mute this IG and I don't really want to hear what they have to say. I want to hear what we have to say. That's the more important one.
I want to hear Destin Lingari. Like, I think of Destin Lingari, I think of Hard News from Screw Attack, and I don't want to be reminded.
Oh yeah, I was wondering. It's like that guy reminds me of somebody. That's who it is. It's like that's who that guy is.
It's like, don't remind me of Screw Attack. Oh man.
So what are your do you have any like last minute predictions on like kind of what you expect on this showing?
I'm not expecting anything big from Xbox. I think I just pretty much announcing what they are already announced years before. They'll probably, like my prediction, they'll probably like something with Halo's multiplayer, kind of like, because it's always been a tradition, like every new Halo game, there's always going to be like a multiplayer beta. So that's what I'm predicting that is going to happen for this new Halo game and stuff. Hopefully it looks better than that trailer, that gameplay trailer that they did, where one of the brutes looks like a PlayStation 1 or no, PlayStation 2 graphics.
Well, that was a year ago, so maybe by now they fixed it. That was an earlier build of the game. We haven't seen it since June of last year, I believe. So
yeah,
fingers crossed. I'm just hoping the game's good, honestly. Like the brutes can look terrible, but like if the gameplay is good, I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
But I just want a good Halo story again, honestly. They haven't been like consistently good since like a good minute.
A good minute, like around like ODS. I thought ODS 2 story was pretty good.
Yeah, Reaches was pretty all right.
Yeah, it was all right and stuff. It's just one of those like, was it necessary to tell a story like before like Halo 1 and stuff?
And usually the answer is like no.
No.
The multiplayer was good, I'll say though.
Yeah, the good's good. The characters were good and everything, but was it necessary?
Yeah, probably not.
Was it necessary? Yeah.
Was Halo 5 necessary? When I saw that game, I'm just like, nah.
Oh, dude, don't remind. No one talks
that
about
awful
that game.
fight.
Oh my god. Nah.
That action figure fight being
that advertisement of being misleading. Like, oh my god, such hype for it, that advertisement where like, both Locke and freaking Master Chief go at it, talking about like how I'm superior to you and everything, and like cat and mouse type thing, but no, it just ended up not being like that. Like they're not chasing each other.
Yeah. It's like 343. It's like, I don't know what you guys are doing over there.
Yeah. But other than that, also something like with the Bethesda games and everything, like you're hoping to see like more of like what they're gonna do, like with some type of announcement with Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah.
Not really expecting a new Fallout game since they're still doing stuff for Fallout 76.
All right, it's starting up.
Hey, let's do it.
All I'm gonna say is I'm hoping Cuphead DLC. Seeing some footage of that Fable game they rumored be nice. And everything else, I'm just gonna I already know Halo. We're gonna see that, and I'm just gonna let the show go, and we'll see. But yeah, it's definitely Fallout. We ain't seeing that much. Maybe some expansion for 76, but not a new game.
What's it, Frank?
Josh, he thinks I'm leaving him.
Oh, bless.
Four.
Hey, last year. I'll say last
3.
year. There was a global pandemic, so they didn't have. Never
1. 2021. right, what are they opening up with? Oh.
20 years. That's how long.
Ah! And there he is.
And like you, this
So snap. Of course, they will start out with Todd Howard.
All right, what glitch is gonna happen on the tech on this production now?
Todd Howard, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, Todd Howard.
What games mean to all of us. And I think, you know, this past year, they've meant even more. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you for the support you give us and one another. Xbox is turning 20. And I wouldn't be here.
It's almost my
We've
age.
had that whole time. At Bethesda, we believe video games do one thing better than anything else. They transport
You ready?
us.
Let's go
Through art and
downstairs.
technology, there's real magic when you step into a new world and can make it your own. We've traveled the worlds of Elder Scrolls, of Fallout, and now, for the first time
Me neither.
in over 25 years, we're creating a new universe
Yep.
with Starfield.
Yep, they're going right into it.
Hundreds of years in our future, it's an epic about hope, our shared humanity, and answering.
You know, it's good. At least they're doing some new IP.
It's a
So,
game we've dreamt of
Oh
playing.
yeah.
remember when they announced it? I was like, all right, a space game, like, it's be pretty interesting.
Technology and the team who's hard at work at home to make that dream a reality. We're excited to finally share our first in-game teaser and something to look forward to.
Oh, cool. All right. Already, it's better than Ubisoft. Open. Okay, I would just leave it at Skyrim. I wouldn't say Fallout 4.
Number 4.
4 wasn't that great.
Yeah, it was alright.
This better not be
Watch
the
at the
same
end.
engine.
Watch at the end. We got a settlement. We got to save.
Ugh. I'm kind of worried. I think it's the same engine.
Wonder is, not that the field of stars is so vast, but that we have measured it. You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family. What you feel,
Family.
it's the key to unlocking everything. This is all we've been working towards. We've come to the beginning of humanity's final journey.
Was this gonna be like No Man's Sky? Like you just go to different planets and find stuff?
And then when they release it, it's just another disappointment.
Yeah, still like a regular Bethesda game. No, I can't say that. Oh, all right. They love that 11/11. Love that date. Well, that's a pretty cool little like logo there too.
Yeah.
Oh, Series X exclusive
Mm-hmm.
and PC. I figured. It's like they didn't spend all this money to have this game go to PS5.
Yeah.
maybe but they don't have a Series X. So
Yeah.
It is awesome to share with you for the very first
If they're
time the
available.
most anticipated
yeah,
game
if
in
by
the
November
world.
11th, 2022.
Bethesda Game Studios. A groundbreaking game. And
We got a
By
year.
then, they'll
We got a
really-
year and half another dollar.
Xbox and Bethesda Game
By
Showcase.
then, they're already gonna
I
release
am
the
so
slim
excited
version of it.
about
The X-
celebrating games. Because although it's been an incredible
The
tough
Xbox
year,
Series
I am
XS.
grateful that games have been such an important
Oh,
source
no.
of joy and connection.
What an excessive buy.
I'm committed to forming the next era of gaming, conjuring worlds never before possible, unlocking play across all devices, and delivering the power of games to everyone. And now, we get to share that quest with Bethesda, not just as partners, but as one team.
Oh, also, Evil Within in there. That would hurt if Evil Within was an Xbox exclusive.
Reveal more of what's to come. We have an amazing show, 30 titles 27 in Xbox Game Pass. And of course, every single console title you'll see today is optimized for Xbox Series X and S, offering next-gen performance, speed, and features.
I don't know. I don't know who the S is for though.
Studios on Earth. Next is
Like,
something
that's what I just
truly
don't get.
riveting. The latest entry
This
in
is
the
just like a miniature version of the Xbox.
created by GSC Game World. Stalker.
Oh, okay. They're gonna show some more
Coming
stuff of that.
first to Xbox Series consoles and PC.
But not like the Series S is like it's not that powerful. It's like on the same level as like an OG Xbox One at times, and
Let's take a look at what you'll get to play when it launches.
Mhm.
next
it's weaker
year.
than the Xbox One X. It's just like, who is it for?
Ну, чё там?
Готово.
Ну и пошли они нахрен.
Спасибо тебе. Ты многим сталкерам жизнь спас.
Ну, давай, малюй картину маслом.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the job.
Вот поэтому я ни в какие разборки и не лезу. Не хочу пулю поймать.
Ну, не знаю. Между аномалией и маслиной я уже лучше пулю выберу.
It's a good looking game.
Yeah, it does look good. Although I will say, I never heard of Stalker 1. So.
Oh, yeah, it was a PC game.
Oh, okay.
It was a pretty cool game from when I saw it. I never got around to playing it, but I remember it being a pretty cool old game.
Hmm.
Вот ты говоришь, а я
Materia.
вижу красоту. Не первый год в зоне, вроде
The
примелькалась
real
душа.
sequel to Final Fantasy VII.
Каждый день удивляет.
The Fall of Midgard.
Есть не может. Говорят, ты знаешь, где вход в фундамент.
Узнаешь мотив? Слышал? Вот это культура. А ты одно и
I'll have to watch that part again. I feel like I saw like the wood bend a bit.
У меня музучилище.
It's like if so, it's like that's a really cool detail to add.
Может, вам кучёнок?
But it could have been a shadow.
Профессура. Они вам лабораторию найдут.
Да пошел ты.
Why'd I have to put Mimic Monster in subtitles? Who's subtitle? Is this the same person from the the Ubisoft show?
В зоне. Точно не встречу.
Papa.
Father, you are numero uno.
Он мучился.
One.
Это хорошо. Он этого не заслужил.
А пулю заслужил. Жаль, что ты так с ним поступил.
Мне тоже. Считаешь, я не думал, как обойтись без его смерти? Она не могла быть свободна, пока он жил. Зато теперь посмотри на нее. Нет, Скиф. Я не отдам ее никому. Зона дала мне
Leon?
жизнь, новую
I was gonna say that, Leon.
It was like Leon from like the CG movies.
Yeah.
Я буду защищать ее.
Actually, he looks
He's
like
had
man
enough.
versus game.
He's had enough, and he's already speaking Russian.
Охренеть.
Похоже, пора.
И куда ты теперь?
В Припять. Нужно с ним поговорить.
Удачной охоты, сталкер.
That's gonna be a dope game.
Mm-hmm.
January. Oh, that's a good bit away.
2022. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'll say Microsoft's coming out. Like their exclusive lineup right now is looking pretty good.
Oh yeah, it is.
Like what a far cry from the Xbox One era. They had nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Back for Blood.
Yeah, Back for Blood.
Surviving here.
Yeah.
Rebuilding. Surviving's not enough. We've got to fight.
It's crazy that Warner Brothers has a presentation, but it's only showing off this game.
Yeah.
It's not written in any numbers.
It's like when I get the 5, I already said that I'm gonna get this game. I think I said last year when he showed it.
Yeah.
And I was watching it, like my cousin, we were messaging just back and forth, and he was like, after this presentation, like this game was shown off, he was like, all right, we're getting that game. I was like, yep.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely getting this game.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Just like Valve won't do Left 4 Dead 3. It's like, all right, we're gonna make our own. But Lee says this looks way better than Turtle Rock's last game. Like Evolve, I played one match of it. I wasn't really feeling that game.
All right.
Back for October 12th. Console exclusive, alright. Oh, I gotta mute Steely Dan. Nah, I can't mute them. It wouldn't feel right.
Avalanche Studios.
Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
I was listening to this song like the other day too. It's like,
Really?
yeah,
A co-op.
open world. Risen hanging. Back, Jack, do it again. Contraband. All right. I don't know what that game is, but okay.
I don't know what the game is, but a co-op, an open world game, okay.
It's like
Loot for treasures, maybe.
maybe you're shooting things. I don't know. You're fixing cars. Oh, Sea of
Yeah.
Thieves. We were just talking about this yesterday.
Rare's back.
Probably a new expansion for this.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said,
It's
this
about
game.
time freaking Microsoft. It's about time Microsoft's doing something with Rare.
Well, no. Well, Sea of Thieves has been like each year's been getting updates and expansions and all that. They've been supporting this game pretty well. I do know Rare is working on a new IP. They showed it off last year.
Yeah.
So they do have like a whole new game they're working on that's separate from Sea of Thieves. I'm hoping we see that because that one actually looked pretty interesting.
You must start by saving the life of one.
Oh,
Jack Sparrow.
Yep.
Yep.
Realize we have company.
Hey, Johnny Depp.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh, they actually got him too.
But I suspect you already knew this.
Yeah, after Microsoft got Bethesda, it's like, all right, we got some more money to waste.
Just partner up with Disney.
How much was this acquisition like to like get this partnership for this game?
Mm-hmm.
All I can do is show you the way.
From what I hear of this so-called Sea of Thieves, is nothing
Ugh. Oh, that was all I say is a sea of thieves. Looks to the camera, winks. It's like, ugh.
Oh no.
Him?
They got him in too?
perfect time to use these cannons.
But I'll say, hey, you know what? This Captain Jack's way better than. Seems more like the one in the movies than that one in number 5.
Yeah.
Although I'm not gonna lie, you know, I haven't really had a thing to play Sea of Thieves. I'd kind of play this expansion.
I don't suppose by chance there's a second one of those? The Sea of Thieves, eh? Bring me that
Oh,
rock.
stop it.
A pirate's life. Coming free. Ooh,
June 20. Oh.
nice. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. All right, I gotta get Game Pass on the Xbox in there. I want to play that game so bad, but I'm only on Yakuza 0.
What?
Yep.
Lobsters? Oh, Jesus.
Chef.
Yusuke Kirigawa's dream.
This game looks so good.
What? Hold on, I have any questions.
That was the best
did I
showcase they could have
see?
showed for Yakuza. Just show all the crazy stuff. Just like, what game is this? And it's like, I have to play that.
The rooster just shot an egg.
Oh, Battlefield.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, I get to actually see
Battlefield
footage of it.
2042.
Looks like Battlefield.
Hey, those guys are ripping off Black Ops 2. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna go there.
Don't worry, people on Twitter are already going there.
Yeah.
Everything look a little too close like Black Ops 2. Call of Duty did it better. And they have their Battle Royale mode now, too.
Oh yeah.
It's too late to the draw. I feel like that market's oversaturated now.
Yeah, it is.
Honestly, 2019 was probably when I was just worse. Either that or 18. Because E3, there was like so many games announced that like Battle Royale game.
Battle Royale game. I do remember that year too. It's like Battle Royale game, Battle Royale game. Like,
I think I counted
dude.
like 5-6 games.
Yeah.
It's like we get it.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, that is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Mid-game customization. Okay, that's actually good.
And the way it's done is pretty. Battlefield's realistic.
Battlefield.
So it's like, is Battlefield realistic? That guy just drove off a building into a helicopter. Battlefield has not been realistic in a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, that is actually kind of cool the way they were doing it with the tornado.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just mad there's no campaign.
Oh, yeah.
It's multiplayer only. It's like, I don't want to spend $70 on a multiplayer only game.
Yeah.
I know the reasoning is that, oh, well, no one played the campaign. Like, I did.
I think a handful of people did play the campaign.
I was just shocked, but I guess for certain first-person shooters, people don't play the story mode. Like I remember in Modern Warfare, beating the campaign was like a very rare trophy for a long time.
Yeah.
It's like, that campaign's great. Who's just not playing it at all?
So, how was your day?
You know.
Oh, this game.
Something to share.
When is this, my birthday?
Oh, James McAvoy.
William Dafoe. Hey! Alright, it's already a good game.
We got Green Goblin and Charles Xavier in the same game? Let's go.
I'm somewhat of a gamer myself. 12 minutes. Yeah, I want to check that game out. Remember that was the one where it's like you replay the same 12 minutes over and over again and try and like figure out how to get out of that situation. Oh, Psychonauts 2. Please release date. I've been waiting too long. There's only so much longer I can wait for this game. Still looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
The mission is falling apart. A psychonaut must always remember how to roll with it.
This is a mission about the fate of the world. Can you do that?
Yes, if I can find some bacon.
Why does beer look something like chocolate?
Can I take a piece real quick? Yes!
Hey, pretty soon too.
All right. I have to get my stuff. Thankfully, there's an Xbox in there, so I can play it. Okay. Right now, that's my favorite announcement of this Xbox. I'm just happy to finally have it released. I've been waiting so long. That game got revealed back in like 2014, 15.
Yeah.
Just getting to know us, we couldn't be happier to bring you the latest on your favorite games. We started this showcase with my good friend Todd Howard.
Oh, damn. Evil Within.
Oh boy. Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
If they did, hey, I'd buy a Series X this year. They're like Evil Within 3, November. It's like, Sony, I'm sorry. Nah, that's not gonna. Ooh.
For a total of 30 Bethesda games.
The entire Fallout series.
Yeah. Oh.
I didn't even know those were on the Xbox. That they even had console ports.
Yeah.
This next
Still need to play
upgrade will
this.
be free for everyone who owns Doom Eternal. And on Series X, it will offer
Everybody at work was like, "You need to play this game."
It was it was an alright game. I just I didn't like how there was like some platforming elements into a shooter.
Uh-oh, they gotta re-release it again?
Oh no! At this point, put it in my microwave.
Yeah, put it in my brain. It's like Skyrim remastered. No, we made Skyrim in real life. We made an island. There's Skyrim. Wow, 76. I haven't played that game in a long time.
Ooh. Yeah, I haven't played in a long time either.
Incredibly welcoming and collaborative community. Here's a look at what's coming next in Fallout 76.
I guess people will still play it a lot. Oh no, 76. Oh, I thought it was that mobile game.
Oh, Shelter?
Shelter. Oh, now I'm really baffled. It's like 76. It's like, well, people still play it.
Fort Atlas is safe.
I still don't know why it took them like 2 years to add like NPCs. Like, I still don't get that.
Yeah. I remember playing it. I'm just like, where are the NPCs at? I'm trying to buy some like weapons and everything like that. And just a lot of like the glitches. Like I haven't encountered. The only one I've encountered was trying to do a mission where I had to like kill somebody, and I go to the spot where it wants me to go. The dude's already dead. I'm like, who killed him for me? And then like, okay, is the mission over? And then like, it still says kill this guy. I'm like, he's dead. I can't kill him. Someone did the job for me.
That sounds like a Fallout game. That happened to me in Fallout 3. There's a side quest I couldn't beat. It's like you had to wait for this guy to get to this location, and he never made it.
Oh yeah, I think I know.
This is a choice that can never be undone.
Steel Rain. Well, at least they're all the content they're bringing out is free.
Yeah. Like, hey, I know we messed up in launching the game and everything. Here's some free content.
And it's like, at least they're still trying to support it rather than just outright not do anything to it. They just left it in a broken state. Huh. Oh, they're bringing the pit back. (2022).
The Wasteland isn't the only open-world playground with an amazing community. The Elder Scrolls Online from ZeniMax Online Studios has now surpassed 18
Never
million
played it.
players and shows no signs of slowing down. Right now, our players are enjoying the new Blackwood chapter, part of the Gates of Oblivion year-long adventure.
Now this has a dedicated community, though. Every time they do those, yeah, people really love this game.
And with the release of ESO Console Enhanced this Tuesday, the game will deliver a true native experience optimized for the Series X and S.
Sure.
Thousands of stories, millions of players. Lots of money to play this game every year. I forgot how much a year thing is on this for the subscription.
Like $100 maybe.
Yeah. You know, I have my phone. Let me just look it up actually while this trailer's going. It's like I'm gonna play this game. I feel like I'd play Final Fantasy 14 before this. Elder Scrolls Online cost. Yeah, you're right. It's $144.
Oh,
it's $140 for 12 months, and this is discounted 22% off. It's like, damn.
Nah, I'm good, fam. I love Elder Scrolls, but nah, I'm good. Oh, they're still making content for this game.
What game is it, actually?
What was it called again? I forgot the name of it.
I think it's different from the one you're talking. I think I know which one you're talking about.
I think it might be.
I think it's its own separate thing.
Okay, yeah, I think it might be different from what I was talking about. It's a similar thing.
Yeah, where it's like you're like 4 players, you brawl, and you can throw them off stuff and throw them into things.
Yeah, yeah.
I just don't know the name. It's gonna bother me.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone's watching. They probably know. They're probably screaming it right now. Like, it's this game.
It's a sequel to this game. Yeah.
It's probably, I wonder if it's even the sequel, or if it's just like some spiritual successor to someone did.
Yeah.
Party animals. Yeah, it's a whole
okay.
different thing.
It's an own. Yeah, it's an own exclusive thing.
Yeah. Hades. Ooh.
Hades. That's a game I need to try out.
Yeah, I was supposed to try it out in January, but then I started back on Persona 5 Royal, and I never got. I never got back.
Stupid boy. I told you nobody gets out of here.
Try and stop me.
I need to just buy it. I'm looking at my Switch right now, almost like, should I buy it right now?
I was like, I might as well just buy it. I don't have anything in my backlog.
Yeah, that's like on my backlog, but you know what? I just want to have it, so when I do.
I'm just replaying Persona 5 Royal on New Game Plus and Final Fantasy 7 Remake.
Yeah. I'm still waiting. When's World coming to Xbox? people would be heated if they did that. If they brought it to Xbox before Switch, because like I don't think I've heard anyone talk about that game coming to Xbox. Like, so if it was like Persona 5 Royal now on Xbox, it's like, well, Switch, no. It's like, Atlas, did you listen?
Did you not listen? When does Sega and Atlas have their presentation? Because I know they have a presentation.
I don't know. I haven't seen it on any of like the lists. I thought they were supposed to have something. I'll have to look that up real quick. Somerville. Yeah, I don't think they're having like a show. I think they're just, like they said, that they're gonna have games in some of the briefings.
Yeah.
I know, like Yakuza, that was
marks the 20th
so.
anniversary of Xbox and the 20th anniversary.
Here we go.
They should start off with the Brute to show him like look all detailed. He's like, we fixed him, and he looks badass. It's like, whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, we fixed it. Whoa.
Master Chief takes the helmet off. It's the Brute from last year. I knew it. I knew that boy was ugly.
Halo Infinite multiplayer will be free to play and invite more of you than ever before
to become a Spartan hero. I'm excited to be here with Joseph Staten, the creative director of Halo Infinite. From helping craft the original Halo Combat Evolved to leading the fan favorite Halo 3 ODST, Joseph is a
And people really
That was a fan favorite? What?
I was gonna say it's like people talk about that game. Was it really on that level?
I thought she was just gonna say Halo 3. I didn't think she was gonna bring up ODST. I mean,
Yeah.
ODST's story was actually good, but I mean, like, fans' favorite. More people talk about just actual whole Halo 3 rather than ODST.
Yeah, because me, Halo 3 is like that's still my favorite of the series. Like the campaign, and the multiplayer, like it's perfect.
We can't wait for you to explore it.
Oh, here we go.
I still think they shouldn't. I know it's still early in the console generation, but it's just like, man, I would have loved a Halo game that was just exclusively Series X. Just push the console to like the limits.
Yeah.
Look at Ratchet and Clank, like PS5 only, and it tells and it shows.
Mhm.
We.
I told you. It's enough.
So I see.
Oh, here's my weapon.
Mhm.
Man, everybody's got a grappling hook these days.
Yep.
Uncharted 4 came out. Nathan's got a grappling hook. Oh, we have to have one too.
The broken Cortana is gone. She's been deleted.
How? By you?
Of course not. Did you hit your head or something? Don't you remember? My instructions were to enter this installation, imitate Cortana, and lock her down for retrieval. Yours were to take her back to the Infinity for deletion. So if it wasn't you... Okay then. There's something else. On successful deployment, my deletion routine was supposed to complete. Still here.
Good.
Good.
Something stopped your deletion. We need to find out why.
But this wasn't the mission.
The missions changed. They always do.
Are you sure?
Of course, you can't have a Halo game without multiplayer. And on Xbox Series X, you'll be able to enjoy
Halo ODST though.
multiplayer action at up to 100 frames per second.
It was Halo 3 multiplayer. It didn't count.
Very happy to announce that Halo Infinite's first free-to-play multiplayer
Oh.
season and Infinite's story-driven campaign will launch together this holiday.
Oh, they're gonna be like, we got the beta coming today.
Bring back split screen.
Yeah. Bring back, split screen campaign was great.
Mhm.
You didn't have like split screen multiplayer too?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, bring that back. That was dope.
Yeah, I remember they took that all out in Halo 5.
Yeah, 343 was like, no one wants this. It's like, who's nobody? It was really cool back when they just be like, all right, got my buddies over. Let's play Halo 3.
Yeah.
Got my boy doing the voice again.
Mm-hmm.
Triple kill. Alright, that was pretty good. That's gonna be annoying online though. I can already.
Yeah.
What's the range on it? That's all I gotta know.
Yeah.
The flag is ours. Please call at your earliest convenience.
It's just say haul ass.
Yeah, you couldn't say ass. You've been showing all this bloody content and all this, but you can't say ass.
Yeah, haul.
What a load of baloney.
Oh, that Shogun helmet. Okay.
Alright, I would have that one exclusively.
Yeah.
Free to play? Ah. Epic campaign. Just don't say epic there. No one's saying that. That's like 07.
Yeah.
Right, unironically was like, yo, Halo 3's campaign's pretty epic. But like in 2021, I ain't seen that. I'm just like, no, those are pretty cool campaign. Blizzard. We've finally taken out all of the good studios. No goodbye, toys, fuck.
Raiden? I must consult with the Elder Gods.
The Lord of Action RPGs will be resurrected. Jeez, does take me back with this style of gameplay. Reminds me of like the Ultima series a little bit. Like the old classic ones. Remastered visuals. Was it gonna have the thing where you can go from the original to... Oop, I love when they do that. Prepare. Diablo 2.
Diablo 2 remastered.
Sick.
Resurrected. Yeah, okay.
These things, where do they come from?
The
From all of
Sobo
us.
Studio.
From what we do to him.
Can you stop it?
I don't know. But he's my brother. And I would die for him.
Huh.
The Plague Tale Requiem.
2020? It's pretty snappy with this presentation, just like boom, boom, game.
Bang, bang, bada,
Yeah.
bada, 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 bing. Yeah.
After watching that 09 conference, it's a far cry from the old days. Pun intended.
You had to do that as soon as Far Cry 6 popped up. You had to do it. Yeah.
I had to do it. Well, I didn't have to do it.
You're kidding, but you did.
I want you to kill whoever said that pun now.
Time you learn about resolver, Danny. To take down Castillo, a guerrilla needs the right tool for the right job.
Far Cry 6 is in like every presentation so far. It was in Summer Game Fest.
Yeah,
it was
it
in
has.
Ubisoft. They really want this game to sell.
This is gonna be a big Far Cry game for
Yeah.
sure. Yo, what's up?
Right there.
Hey, left.
Really?
To the beach, yeah.
That.
What you need. You wanna blow shit?
Yeah, they said they left too long.
Cortez at your service. Everyone in Yara saw that shit. What?
What?
What? Drove his phone.
I want to play with that crazy backpack here.
I like how you resolve it, Juan.
So do I.
Console launch exclusive. Is this a Tunic? Oh no, it's not. It's a slime. I think Slime Rancher. Yep. Never played Slime Rancher.
Never had seen anybody get excited to get sucked in a gun.
Yeah. Oh, my throat's all. I can't do it as high as I usually can. It's too early. Maybe by Square Enix, I can actually hit some high ones. Yep, Slime Rancher 2. Shout out to all my Slime Rancher fans out there.
2022.
Sony, you gotta come out with a conference. Microsoft got a lot coming next year.
Okay.
Is it just gonna be a snowball? I'd love an SSX type game. I know they were steep, but I just want a good one again. Like the last SSX game, if I can recall, was like 2010, 09 on 360.
I think so. I think it was 360.
Yeah. It's like, cause I love that series. I'm just hoping like even if it's like a spiritual successor or just like any snowboard, like I'll take it.
Yeah, any snowboarding game.
Yeah, it's like I'm hoping there's talks that EA is thinking of bringing back Fight Night. It seemed pretty.
I'm
hoping because like I want a new
so.
Fight Night game so bad.
I do too, man.
Like the UFC games are cool, but even when I was playing, I was just like, man, it's no Fight Night. That when I got Fight Night round 3 back in the day, that was, ooh.
Fight Night Champions, their story mode. Oh my god, dude. They need to bring back the Fight
Yeah,
Night
I don't know
series.
why they haven't. It's like the boxing roster these days. Like you have a lot of good boxers you can put in there. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Do whatever you need to do to add Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah. All right, now this song I'm kind of scared of. This one could get the stream block.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's a foreign song. Sony might have their hands on it. Now I'm gonna keep it on. It's kind of pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
It's a weird looking game.
It does.
This is like, oh, you're fighting
Atomic
like
Heart.
mannequins. You're fighting robotic mannequins.
Robots, yeah.
That mannequin had a mustache. It's like, what is this? Console launch. What's with this console launch exclusive? What do they mean by launch? It's like Phoenix City. Code sync. I think this is that game they showed off years ago. Cause I'm like, the visual style seems really consistent to what they showed. I forgot the name of the game though.
Replaced?
No, actually, no, it's a different one. It's a different game.
Okay.
That one does look good though.
Yeah, it does look good.
Oh, the Bugs Life game.
Yeah. Now I want to play that Bugs Life game on the Nintendo 64.
Never did beat that game.
I never did neither, no. You know what this also reminds me of? This also reminds me of there was a Bugs Life type game for the iMac. I forgot what it was called, but you play like an ant. You pretty much rescue like your other like friends, ant friends, and everything like that. Then you fight like I think you also like fight like grasshoppers, or it's like, or I think like red ants. You play as a black ant.
We've also got something that literally no one was asking for. The Brood Mother. She's so terrifying. You should probably turn on arachnophobia mode. Oh, even her
That's scarier than the real thing. I do love that's a real option in the game though. Arachnophobia mode. That you could like for those who have that phobia, it's like alright, you could turn it off.
That's actually pretty good.
Achievements too. Nice.
It's like, all right, when's Planet X when we playing the Bugs Life game for the channel?
Whenever.
Well, we'll have to talk.
Oh,
we'll have to have a talk among us to figure out when.
Oh my God, you would. Oh, you would. You know what? You're looking sus right now.
Maybe I should play this game at some point.
Yeah.
I love that of all the hype of like Among Us and how big it is. I've never played a game. I've never seen more than like a minute of gameplay, if that.
Yeah.
I still don't know how it's like the whole game is played. I'm that out of the loop.
Coming soon. Xbox, get ahead of your time. There's already on PlayStation and Switch.
Yeah, no one's playing Among Us like that anymore. Eludian Chronicle. This sounds like an RPG.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't have that kind of name, and you don't have those kind of characters.
Look like Eugene from not Eugene, freaking Yu-Gi-Oh from freaking Sword Art Online.
Alright, what's the game? What's the gameplay style? Ooh.
Ooh, Octopath Traveler type style?
Yeah. Who's developing it? That's. I think it was. Forget. I think it might have been. I feel like it said 505 Games, but I'll find out at the end. Does look cool though.
It does.
I'm liking this new
that...
like style of
Oh.
JRPG they've been doing. Of put like 3D
good.
environments and put like
when they were doing their specials, you know what it reminded me of?
What?
Project Crosszone and Namco versus Cross Capcom.
Yeah, it kind of
That's what it
did.
reminded me of. Mm-hmm.
2023. Whew, that's a minute away.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to look back at that. I think it did say 505 Games.
You have shown an aptitude for applying lethal solutions to conflicted situations. We wish to test your abilities.
Twin stick shooter. Yeah, I think they showed this at the Summer Game Fest. All right, we got 29 minutes left. What they got to show in this last half.
History is all around us.
Forza Motorsport 7. Genghis Khan would have done great in a racing vehicle. Taking racing where it's never been to the past. The racing on the Great Wall of China.
You know what? That could be pretty good.
Yeah, a racing game that's just like it's like you're racing in areas of the past. Haven't you ever wanted to drift on the same path that Paul Revere took?
Yeah, exactly.
The British are coming, and they're drifting. The British are coming, and they got Honda Civics. I think it's Age of Empires. Age of Empires 4? Yep.
4. Mm-hmm.
Although I think I like our idea better. That racing.
Yeah, that.
Any developers watching?
Periods of time.
What would that game be called?
We begin by hearing an old, wise-sounding voice.
Oh, Fable.
And we see a quiet,
here we go.
peaceful setting. This will make our game seem big and important. Now, something must break the serenity. Will this creature be in the game? No. Say goodbye to it forever. Suddenly, and for no reason, people running. These pointless slow-motion shots make everything
It's like,
seem
maybe it's not Fable. But I don't know, 'cause that last trailer was kind of like jokey too.
Mm-hmm.
sound can mean only one thing. We must gaze over an epic shot of a world. And there should
I don't know what this is.
flares. Now we see our hero. But only their silhouette, because the developers haven't finished the design.
What is this?
At least it's aware.
In fact, the only thing they have finished is the title.
Outer Worlds. Oh! Outer Worlds 2? Alright, cool. I don't know why that announcer sounded really similar to that Fable one.
Yeah.
I saw guns, like, nah, I can't be it. Unless they really just want to get me mad. Fable, but now with weapons.
Like what?
Alright, that's cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
It's like, you want new Fallout New Vegas? There it is. Africa 2.
Flight simulator.
Yeah, I believe this is Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, man, put a VR mode in.
Yes.
This guy is calling. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
No, yeah, coming to Xbox.
Yep, it's been PC only.
Mm-hmm. That's good. It's coming to consoles now.
Yeah.
Good DLC.
How do you go from Flight Simulator to Top Gun? Was it DLC? You get to be Tom Cruise. Oh, see the movie. Oh. Things I didn't expect to see at a Microsoft show. I'm not surprised, you know, like if you're gonna do a movie tie-in, Top Gun makes sense, but you can't just throw that in there out of nowhere. Just da, 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 da.
Oh man.
Oh, here we go.
Forza. Okay.
Man, I'm just like, where's Midnight Club at?
No, I know.
I'm sad Rockstar aren't doing those games anymore.
Sadly.
There's not a lot of racing games out there really these days.
Like that. I know there's like simulator racing games, but I do miss those arcade type racing games like Most Wanted and everything.
Yeah, it's like an older Need for Speed game, Burnout, like a Cruising USA, like those old ones, like they were really fun. Like I like the like the more realistic ones too, but
yeah,
they don't make them like these days, really.
Yeah, yeah. I remember too, freaking like how EA said like, oh, we're mastering an old classic Need for Speed game, you know, that's a fan favorite. I'm like, ooh, Most Wanted. Freaking Hot Pursuit, like, no.
Hello, I'm Mike Brown, Creative Director at Playground Games, and I can't wait to show you what we've been working on.
You know what I thought? I thought they were gonna make a new Pitfall.
Oh, Super Pitfall remake. We've decided to remake a game nobody cared about.
Most diverse world ever in a Forza Horizon game. And there is no better car to explore it than the stunning AMG Project One Forza Edition. Rendered in unparalleled detail and with ray tracing in Forza Vista, thanks to the power of the Xbox.
It's like you won't even be able to see half this ray tracing.
I've invited along some of the team to help give you a taste of some of the amazing content that's waiting for you in Forza Horizon 5. Please welcome Bill, Maddie, Sierra, and Don from the Forza team.
Hey, Mike.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, everyone. Hey, what's up, Mike?
And we also have Abraham with us as well. He's one of the talented actors who will be appearing in the game.
Bienvenidos a Mexico. I can't wait to show you what we've been working on.
We begin in the rainforest on an expedition. This is a new campaign mode in which you set
Campaign
out
mode.
an adventurous journey
Campaign?
across Mexico to explore new locations
Well, something new.
and discover places for the festival to expand.
I'm on the river now. We're getting close.
There you are. How's the expedition going?
I'm racing a car through the Mexican jungle, Rami. Doesn't get much better than this. I can see some ruins up ahead.
Okay, you can't see the ray tracing. Man, they're in the Mexican jungle. Why are their windows so shiny? They'd be dirty by this point. They're on a dirt road.
Yeah, we covered in mud and everything.
Like, I've driven through like regular roads that just have a little bit of dirt in the side, and like the back window's done in.
Series consoles allow us to capture every last detail, right down to the individual needles on these cholla cactus. The scene looks real, but there are no tricks. This is in-game. Maddie is behind the wheel of the AMG Project One Forza Edition in Mexico's lush living desert. The perfect place to meet up with friends and head out for a drive. Thanks to the next generation of our Horizon Live servers, everyone else we see here are real players. And it looks like Maddie has been joined by some other members of the Forza team. Let's leave Maddie for a moment and head out to the coast and meet Don. Don is already on the move, exploring this idyllic seaside town. This is a recreation of Mexico that is honest, authentic, and filled with love. Speaking of, hold up, Don.
Where are the people at?
Oh, hey, what's up?
No, I was gonna say.
It's filled with love and care. It's like it's deserted. Where are the people? You don't put people in there. I know it's a racing game. You don't want to be Grand Theft Auto, but it looks weird. It's all deserted.
While Don drives down to the beach, we'll
It's like Fallout now.
Caldera volcano. Check out this geology detail, implemented with precision accuracy using photogrammetry data captured on location atop an active Mexican volcano. The entire world has been recreated at this level of detail. And here's Sierra in her favorite off-road buggy. The volcano Sierra and friends are exploring is the highest point ever in a Horizon game. And thanks to the power of the Xbox Series consoles, from up here we can see for miles in every direction. In the distance, we can just about make out Guanajuato. Let's take a closer look. Guanajuato is one of the most beautiful cities anywhere in the world. It's a colorful, undulating city full of vibrant architecture. It even has a sprawling network of tunnels. And
It's also disturbingly empty.
I mean, as well as looking good,
I can't unsee it now.
as we see here,
They could have added some type of people in there or something. Just not have them on the road, but like in the sidewalk, maybe. Yeah.
diverse open world.
It's like I understand the gameplay reason why, because everybody would be running him over, but it really throws me off when he's describing this lush city, and it's like no one there.
Power shoots of real Mexican skies at 12K resolution. And thanks to the Xbox Series consoles, these photorealistic skies result in lifelike lighting that dynamically changes every frame, making you feel like you're really there. Here's Maddie again. She's joined by Abraham.
It's the sky though. It's gonna look the same wherever you go.
It looks Mexican skies, huh? Looks like United States skies to me.
Yeah, it looks like Canada skies. Looks like
I look England skies.
Well, England's always overcast, and then it's just like, what's this thing? Like, it's Mexican sky. Like,
Like what? I'm gonna say something. I'm like, never mind. I'm biting my tongue on that.
nah, because I had to say, so I was like, what's Mexican sky?
That is the most stupid thing.
That sounds like a
I've ever
club.
heard.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna go get down at Mexican sky.
Hey, I'll bring in the tequila.
Yeah, that I don't get that part. Yeah, it really looks different.
That is really
If you put
Oh,
like
they
a
have to-
sky in front of me, I wouldn't be able to tell a difference.
Put pinatas in there, huh?
Oh no! Oh
Wow.
no!
Wow.
Listen,
Forza, what are you doing?
Listen. We respect the culture. Mexican sky, pinatas. Oh no!
Wow.
What's next?
We're going over to the stadium.
You can also race in a taco truck.
No.
It's like, what are you doing?
Is Events Lab, the incredible new toolset that allows you to create your own races, game modes, and gameplay experiences. You customize everything, right down to the fundamental rules of the game.
Trackmania now?
Forza Horizon 5 is the largest, most fun, and most beautiful open world we've ever built. And it will truly be an astounding showcase for the Xbox Series consoles when it comes to Xbox Game Pass this November 9th. Thank you so much. I'll see you all in Mexico later this year.
You can't go to Mexico after what you just said, buddy.
Yeah.
Are you the guy who said Mexican sky?
I was all like, oh my god, dude.
Ugh.
Mexican skies, what? Oh my god.
Mexico sky. Oh, I can't get over that.
Can't get over that neither. That shit's gonna bug me.
What's a Mexico sky? I gotta look up Mexico skylines to see. I gotta do some research.
Led by 5 new titles from Xbox Game Studios, as
Phil
well
Spencer.
as highly anticipated games like Back 4 Blood, 12 Minutes, and The Ascent. And as we look ahead to next year, I'm inspired by the creativity of Bethesda and Xbox Game Studios. We showed you the highly anticipated RPG Starfield coming exclusively to Xbox. But we also have some of the industry's best RPG storytellers working on Avowed, Fable, The Elder Scrolls
No,
Online,
we ain't seeing anything else of that then.
Yeah.
It must be super early in development still.
Yeah, probably due to COVID reasons, they can't really like go on that all out on it.
And Elder Scrolls, I don't expect that till like 2025, honestly.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna come out in a very long time. I do love that freaking Shogun helmet though.
Yeah, that looks sick. Yeah, Perfect Dark. Nope, not anything that this year either.
Yeah.
Because they're showing it off. If you're talking about it now, that means like nothing else to show.
Yeah.
Mexico in a game built
Stop.
Mexican skies.
is hard at work on the next important years. Our growing family of 23 studios is devoted to advancing the medium we all love. Xbox has been here for 20 years, and that's because of you. Our team strives to make Xbox a place where you'll find the greatest games, the most dedicated developers,
The biggest skies.
Together, we all make Xbox the best place to play. Before I go, there's one more thing.
Oh, snap.
At this brand new original game from the Arcane team at Bethesda, the studio that created Prey
All right.
and Dishonored. Arcane created something new for them, an open world immersive shooter that you can play alone or with your friends. And like Starfield, this game will be an Xbox exclusive.
It's gonna be Fallout. I'm saying that right now.
And I said something original, so.
Oh, never mind that.
Yeah.
It is something original.
I'm gonna have to take you apart again. Hey, Dev, anything interesting?
Yes, this too. Tangible, 25 centimeters, dramatically elongated.
It's a National Geographic guy.
So, that was fun, right?
That's your cue, mate.
Sleep tight.
You know what this reminds me of? My time in the Himalayas.
Betty's later, Dad.
You think they can't kill you anytime they want?
Hey, asshole!
It's like it'll be a 4-player game. Each person you play is gonna have their own separate move, and
The heck? Vampire Dante?
Vante?
Vante.
Look like DMC Dante though.
Yeah. I was like, Vampire Dante? Why is this so... I think this is like a... Oh, don't tell me it's another battle royale.
Nah, I don't think it is. Because they said this, you could play it single player and also co-op.
Yeah.
They said first person shooter, so I'm curious, like, what kind of game it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Obviously, each person's gonna have their own like ability they can do.
Yeah.
But like, is it like a Left 4 Dead type game? Oh. I'll have to see. 'Cause they did say open world, so I'm curious.
Jacob, there's something.
Oh, shit. Dev's gonna love this one.
Get over here.
Don't miss.
Don't touch me! Look! A new one! Vivo, adelante! Go, go!
Kill me, and you can break the blood transfer.
there's vampire in this.
Really? What does it taste like? Be specific.
Like blood and death and strawberry.
Sun's coming up. Let's keep moving.
Let's keep moving.
Sure thing, Edgar Allan Bro.
Ugh.
Do you think
Ugh. Edgar Allan Bro. Ugh.
Oh.
You guys almost had me for a second, and
They had to make that terrible pun. Oh my god.
Red Fall. More like Red Fail. I wish I saw some gameplay. I don't really know what to have to say on that.
Yeah.
I can't really base much on the cinematic trailer.
I think it's like you said, it's type of Left 4 Dead type game. It's like you're fighting vampires and stuff.
Yeah.
Each character has their own ability.
All right, that's the Xbox show pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I'll mute that. I guess we can. Well, they're gonna say something else.
I know. I think that was pretty much it.
Yeah. They're doing the
I think they're
sizzle
just
reel now.
recapping on. Yeah, they are.
Yeah. And I'll give my final thoughts on it. It was a pretty good. It was a pretty good showing. They showed some pretty good stuff. Like Psychonauts 2 looks good. There's a lot of stuff that I should have been writing it down. Usually I have like a notepad and I write down every announcement so that when I get to this part I can remember. But overall, it was a pretty good presentation. They showed some stuff. Xbox seems to have a pretty good lineup for next year. Oh, my camera's dead, so it's just like a freeze frame on me. I'm just gonna leave it there. So yeah, it's frozen. I'm just looking really stern right now.
that Edgar Allan Bro killed it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna leave it on this awful freeze frame. But no, it's a pretty good presentation. Of the ones so far, this is probably the best one. At least in terms of like interesting game stuff that like I want to check out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's probably for me like a B or so.
Yeah. But yeah, it was definitely it was definitely a good presentation. And of course, like, you know, they definitely went all out with their own exclusives and everything. Like they told them like, hey, it's all like we got something for this new console and everything like that. So yeah, it was definitely good. The thing that's just gonna bug me is that Mexican skies on that Forza game.
Oh my god!
The
the Mexico sky. Like, hold on, I gotta go back. I gotta go back and see that moment.
You for me, you were an A, but that Mexico skies and that Edgar Allan Bro, I'm like, yeah, that's a B for me.
Where is it? I gotta go back to that moment.
Yeah.
Enjoyed with others. Forza Horizon 5. Plateau. Let's take a closer look.
Where is it? It was around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta hear this again. Then I gotta Google like what the sky looks like in Mexico. Alright, I'm gonna lower this resolution. Yeah, and now it's getting all choppy. It's like they don't want you to see that.
Yeah, that's all like, nah.
Results in lifelike lighting that dynamically changes every frame, making you feel like you're really there.
All right, it was a few lines before.
It is known for its uplifting beauty, colorful. While Don tries to
Here,
win that
I think
race,
it was
the
right
rest
there
of the
when they
players
shut
are
off
still
that.
out exploring this diverse open world. Let's head north to the canyon.
Here it is.
The Horizon series is known for its uplifting beauty, and using our unique HDR camera rig, we captured 24-hour shoots of real Mexican skies at 12K resolution.
Mexican sky. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my god. Hold on. Let me Google that. Mexican skies. All right, I got a song. All right, let me full screen this. Yeah, you know, looks like the sky out here.
Oh my god, dude. Mexican skies.
Why do you say Mexican skies? Like what?
Like, what does that even mean?
See, this is like, okay, like I can see like right here, like it's like, okay, there's some different skies, but like what? I don't know. I don't have nothing to say. Whew. All right, well, that's gonna do it for this watching of the Xbox show.
Yeah.
Man, they almost had me, and then they had that Mexican sky. They had the awful pun at the end.
Yeah.
But you know, I will say at least right now, you know, Microsoft's they're looking good compared to how they were in 2013. Like they have some stuff coming. They have a lot of exclusives, and their lineup's looking pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just have to see where the future leads them.
Yeah, definitely. Everything looks good. I'm looking forward to like if I eventually do get the Xbox Series X, I'm really looking like hopefully pretty soon. If they're made available, hopefully by next year.
Yeah.
And stuff. Might have to check out some of these games because there are some games that I am pretty interested in.
Yeah. Some of the games they did show are gonna be on PS5 as well. But like some of the exclusive ones, like I'd want to check it out.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be it from us right here. Thank you for watching, tagging along. It's been fun.
Yeah, it has.
Next up on the watch is Square Enix.
But
that one is not gonna be on this channel. It's gonna be on the Planet X channel. So that should be an interesting one too. Anime skies.
It's trending right now. Mexican skies.
I knew it. I was about to say, like, I can't wait to get on Twitter. Hold on, let me get on Twitter right now on this. I'm gonna get on it live. We're not done here yet. Real Mexican skies. You can drive the Mexican car in the Mexican jungle while you look at the Mexican sky with the beautiful Mexican clouds and breathe in the Mexican air. I'm so happy that's getting blown up. I'm happy somebody else was like, what did you say? All right, well, see you later on.
All right, later, guys.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.